9.60 million square kilometers, or 3 million square kilometers of surging. It is the world where the seasons revolve, where ice and fire, get off the ground like a bird, rise to the sky. The results are beyond your imagination. Go to places that are usually inaccessible. See the wonders of the sky. Overlooking this land that gets a long day and night, even the most familiar scene has changed. From the world around you to your distant home, from physical geography to human history, 55 minute air journey, an unprecedented experience. From now on, you fly with us. Shanxi province is located in North China. The mountainous area accounts for 80% of the province. The Taihang Mountains and the Yellow River shape its natural boundaries. The Fan River and its tributaries burst out of a series of basins. This is one of the birthplaces of Chinese civilization. The journey of Shanxi begins from the Taihang Mountains. Make the road guard on the cliff. Follow the canyon water to see the continuous peak wall. Mountain village, hidden harvest, also hide the carnival. We are no strangers to Spider-Man. But this time we met on a cliff hundreds of meters high. The cliffs are always eroded by wind and rain. Peeling rubble could hit the road below. Spider-Man's job is to eliminate these dangers. Every time, cars coming and going will stop in the distance. Wait for this job to finish. This is Taihang Mountain. West of Taihang Mountain is Shanxi. One lane elevation 1,665 meters. He and countless similar mountains make a huge step. Up the steps, up the lowest plateau. Head down. See the unique scenery of Taihang Mountain. This feature is called the wall. The Taihang Mountains have the longest wind wall on Earth. It's rare, because wind walls always collapse easily. Lack of water and soil. Vegetation is difficult to adhere to. Wind, rain, cold, cracked rock skin. Earthquakes are still common here. Customers shake off debris at any time. The wind wall is getting thinner and thinner. Eventually, these vines that stand on the top of the mountain are left. But one day, bee bushes also fall. The newbie wall is revealed. And it goes on and on and on. When the flight is lowered, you will hear the whistle one after another. Because here, every turn is approaching a right angle. I can't see who's coming. You can only remind the other party with your voice. When this was still playing, the channel is like the 9-curve alien. Later, Taihong Mountain rose from the ground. The river is still eroding down. 1.8 billion years formed this height difference of more than 1,000 meters. Spider-Man finally gets the job done. Cars start to pass. This road is the west cliff at the bottom of the mountain. Villagers use hammers and steel drills. It took 30 years to carve out the path of life. 7,500 meters wall-mounted highway, 1/5 is a tunnel, hanging on a 600-meter cliff. Spider-Man is the descendant of the road builders. Fathers build roads, future generations protect the road. Today, people can do a lot of things through technology. But facing the mountains, but you have to follow his temple. In the past, the ancients went to the mountains. Find the door to the mountain first. Ra refers to where the mountains naturally break off. It is the gate of Taihong Mountain. Makes an ancient road altitude difference of 300 meters, but there can't be a step, because for over 2,500 years, chariots and trucks have to pass through here. Looking up at the mountains, the ancients designed 72 turns, made the car zigzag. Walk to the top, still can't cross the mountain. The ancients began to build roads along the mountains. Until 50 years ago, a new road was repaired under the ancient road. A similar trajectory, welcoming new travelers. The Bixing ancient road is finally no longer in a hurry. Time has also gently closed the mountain gates. Some people want to go out. Some people are determined to stay. There are a group of tall people on the cliff. Lives very high, also very risky. Living more than 1,300 meters in the air, the villages have long been very calm. Over 600 years ago, their ancestors came here to escape trouble, began life on the precipice. The most scarce thing in the mountains is land. The most indispensable thing is stone. The UGSI people use stone heads to surround the terraces, even if the narrowest point is only 2 meters. Over 600 years of terraces have been repaired to 2,000 levels, although some places will never see the sun. But the soil must be kept in its entirety. The persimmons are ripe. Villagers chop branches with long poles with split ends. Just turn around. The harvest should fall immediately. Monotonous cliff life. Picking persimmons is a joy. The whole family must go out together. Nearly 100 traditional villages in the Taihang Mountains. That's what happens at sunrise, sunset. But sometimes life in the mountains can be exciting. There are a group of brave men on the city walls, always struggling with fire. Scrap iron scraps are burned to 1600 degrees Celsius, not enough temperature. Molten iron is the usual red. Keep boiling the hot water and it will turn white. The ironing flour is white rather than red. Do your best. Molten iron blooms outside the 9-meter city walls. Cool to iron filings after 4 seconds. Just reach the surface. But there's always molten iron. The mountain people don't care at all. All you have to do is do your best. The next time, it will be higher and more scattered. For thousands of years, every 15th day of the first lunar month, Suzhou people always party like this. Celebrate the harvest of the previous year, a fiery prelude to dancing for the new year. Next, while the Yellow River freezes for a speed skating competition, blessings and thoughts at the Hungry Ghost Festival. The waterfall keeps retreating. The river holds out good fields. This section of the Yellow River is the border between Shanxi and Inner Mongolia. When the cold hits, the river is hidden under the ice. The white trim is the last wave before freezing. Water turns to ice. The volume will increase, crowding each other. Cracks. It is now minus 30 degrees Celsius. But right now some people are getting ready to party. Quick repair ice surface. Remove excess ice residue and then we polish it. Special preparations. It's for a game. Start gun guys off. Athletes grab the ground as usual. Keep up the pace. Be careful when cornering. More than 200 contestants came from different parts of the country. But grades are not their only goal. Because of the race on the Yellow River, for many people, this is the first time. The first time on the Yellow River. Slide freely between heaven and earth. Flowing Yellow River. It is the way for hype people to express their thoughts. July 15th of the lunar calendar, and people would put lanterns on the water. Over 500 years ago, the boat to the north departs from here. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. The river lantern commemorates those who passed away on the road. People still do it that way today. Miss their loved ones. Hukou waterfall is recorded 4,000 years ago, just downriver from the location of this small island. Later people kept recording the Yellow River, and the waterfall was always moving upstream. The river is covered with sediment. It's like a flowing sandpaper. Keep polishing the steps of the riverbed. Hukou waterfall changes every second. The Yellow River is pouring like this. Never stop. Millions of tourists come here every year to feel its beauty, also for this encounter. Because one day, somewhere upstream, Hukou waterfall will gradually level off until it disappears. End his journey. Farewell to the surging mouth of the pot. The Yellow River paints the most gentle figure in Shilu Bay. This section of the Yellow River hopes to break through the maze of mountains. Helpless solid blocked the way. Ten-foot away from entrance to exit. The straight line distance is actually only 700 meters, but here it is 8 kilometers more. I accidentally completed the largest bend in the Yellow River. Keep flowing. The Yellow River still meanders along the foot of the mountain. Finally, the Yellow River bids farewell to the lowest plateau, began to flow freely on the low ground. Flow rate slowing down sediment deposition. River swing, over and over again, and formed this impacting plain in front of me. The plains became fertile fields again. Where he meets the Fan River. It is a decorative temple that is constantly being rebuilt. For over 2,000 years, emperors of all ages have been here countless times, sacrificed to the river and the land, but the flooded Yellow River has also washed away the Hatu temple again and again. So for every time it's destroyed, there's a reconstruction. This is people's obsession with the Yellow River. It is also a tribute to the Yellow River. Keep flying. There's millennia of labor in the colorful salt lake. The Fan River pushes out of the plain. Smoke wafts in the courtyard. Life as usual in the ancient city. The big locust tree has been waiting for its hometown. When salinity is high, Denali Yellow Salina appears red. This is an algae that grows only in salt water. Low salinity outside the pond. Salina lutea maintains its original green color. different colors. The time from drying salt varies. This is the largest lake in Shanxi, Yinchang Salt Lake. Rocks of different shapes. It is the evidence left by different people picking salt at different times. Years ago, humans and salt lakes have already met. The salt in the sun crystallizes. The people on the earth are constantly collecting. Hit a packaging truck and go to the distance. People and time. Let the color of the salt lake change. Discover nature. Attached to nature. The salt lake has been with us for generations as always. In the hearts of the north, under every chimney there is a hot kong head. The more chimneys a family has, the more houses there are, the more prosperous the population. From the Yuan dynasty, the Lingxi Wang family keeps erecting new chimneys. The house was transformed from a courtyard into a city. It's just that the Wang family is still too small. Eventually, they built their home into 5 cities.123 courtyards, 1118 rooms. Tourists take a whole day to visit, not necessarily all of them. Close the door. Today's tour ends here. Behind the high courtyard wall, no matter how big the city is, it is also one by one, little home. Not far away, an ancient city woke up in the morning light. Early in the morning, people in the city go to work. You can ride a battery car for 2 weeks on a single charge. Because the journey is short, the unit will arrive as soon as you turn the corner. The square where uncles and aunt stands, under the ancient city walls. The rhythm quickens in the city walls. Children's exercises are also popular in the city. Here the courier can directly enter the hospital. Just the drones. The owner was a little surprised. What's there to shoot? The ancient city has no fixed traffic lights. 1 police officer and 1 police car can maintain the traffic of the whole city. This is Pingyang. End of the last century. The ancient city of Pingyang is included in the World Cultural Heritage List. Here's why. It has preserved all the characteristics of ancient Chinese cities. But in the eyes of the ancient city people, the county government office of the Ming Dynasty and the whole of the Jin Dynasty, just their old neighbor. A city dating back over 2,700 years, more than 600 years of tin building. Not only do you hear the rain, I also heard the joys and sorrows of the pots and pans of Pingyang people. Maybe it's because someone. We can only see a living ancient city. Farewell to the blessings of the ancient city people was carried into the mountains. The wish here is very special. People hang the blessing bells on the cliffs. Not just hear and see. They use the recesses of the mountain, protect the bell from the wind and rain. On a 100-meter high cliff, hanging bells has nowhere to borrow strength. Looks dangerous, but it happened to be the stage for the bellman to perform. Storage pedal. With leg strength, strive to push yourself further. The mountain keeps concaving. The stage keeps getting bigger. Swing reaches limit. The bracing stops the momentum. Incline 4 degrees. The hanging point is firm enough. The mountain wind blows. The bell rings. People's blessings echo in heaven and earth. There are prayers and ancestor worship. According to legend, in the early Ming Dynasty, many northerners bid farewell to their homeland, migrate to a foreign land. The meeting point at departure is the big locust tree. Tall and straight locust trees in northern China, very common. Those who later settled elsewhere. Every time I see a locust tree, I will always miss my hometown. In Chinese history, it's happened more than once. The journey may be accompanied by hardships, but now, their descendants are all over the world. Beside a silent volcano in northern Shanxi, humanity is on the move. A reclusive statue in an ancient grotto will be seen. Defense on the mountain. Wanderers move forward outside the pass. The Datong Basin is located in the northernmost part of Shanxi. Tens of thousands of years, the power of water is here to reshape the earth. And it never stops. Until today, in some places, people can see what's happening. Running water cuts the earth, forming valleys. Upstream natives are thick and sturdy. To the middle and lower reaches, pulling, increased strength. The waistlines of the natives are eroded and slender. Sandy clay is fragile. Every time it rains or even a gust of wind may take away some soil. This is a landscape dedicated to below the horizon. Never a fixed look. Next time I see it, it will be another landscape. The contestants participating in this competition not only for better grades, passed by more than 30 volcanoes. That's what drew them here. About 740,000 years ago, these volcanoes are starting to erupt. Continue to erupt for more than 600,000 years. Power depletion. It's a dead volcano. For Daytang people, volcanoes are life's familiar neighbors. They settled on the crater. Beacon towers were built on volcanic cones. People are planting trees in the caldera. The volcano has long stopped, but people keep going. Northern Wei period. Grottos began to appear on Wuzhou Mountain. Large and small statues in the grottos. That's more than 50,000. On this Kasaya, maybe more than 1,000. There were wooden buildings outside the grottos. It's called the wooden naves. They are old, collapsed under the erosion of the moon. If there is no ladder, it's very difficult to climb the cliff. See the faces of more than 200 small and medium-sized grottos. Finally fly. Let's meet them again. The main Great Wall here is like a dividing line. Beyond the Great Wall is a vast grassland. Fertile land on the other side. Hundreds of years ago, this is one of the 9 major towns of the Ming Dynasty. And the Shan Fox Castle at the foot of the mountain. It's a fortress in an important town. It's just that many people remember him as a farewell. Donkey is docile. Hard work. A good partner for a long journey. Out of the pass. Leave home. Go beyond the Great Wall. People in the Ming and Qing dynasties call that adventure away. West exit. Relatives sent to Shahuku. Cherish each other. Say goodbye. From now on. Until today, many people in Inner Mongolia still have the same accent as Shanxi. More than 400 years have passed. The accent has no change. This is a land full of energy. After coal is mined, it is sent to various parts of the country. Two power-generating pandas are waving to us. In 70 years, the desert can become a forest. This car full of explosives to perform a special task. Nearly 40% of Shanxi soil has coal under it. Some of them are very shallow. Only the bold and careful to direct the burial of explosives. 15 meters deep hole to lodge 150 kilograms of explosives, 200 holes in front of you. The dynamite truck can be completed in less than half a day. The smoke clears. Beneath the rubble is a coal seam. Now comes the heavy trucks. They're 3 stories tall, work with excavators of comparable size. An average of 55,000 tons of coal are shipped per day. The output of raw coal in Shanxi is nearly 1 billion tons every year. Every day the train arrives as scheduled. Mei was the only passenger. These giant pipes hide 7 environmental processes. The coal is being stripped of its impurities, finally drizzled with dust suppressant, bonded particulate dust. The front of the car has entered the station. The back of the car is still far away. Total length 1,300 meters, but it wasn't long enough. To ensure efficiency, people connect to trains of cars that long end to end, splicing into a special coal train. A train, it can meet the electricity consumption of about 3,000 households per year. On average, there are more than 80 trains per day, from here to all parts of the country. It's like a relay race. The warmth and power of coal, it is being handed over to a new energy source. There is a panda on the ground beckoning to us. Oh, not two. More than 1,800 acres of saline alkali land support 170,000 solar PV modules to baby pandas full of energy. Electricity produced annually, guaranteed electricity for 34,000 families per year. When watching pandas, we met another colleague. He's the butler here. With the help of thermal imaging technology, drones can quickly locate shut-down solar panels. Timely maintenance ensure the operation of the power station. Future. Here we see a pair of panda father and mother. Again, the most important thing for a family is to be together. Wrapped electricity can't stop for a moment. Electricity workers climb 70 meters into the air, a medical examination for this electric highway. Squatting to low, so much so that it appears to be crawling. High wind. For safety, workers must lower their center of gravity, keep your balance. I finally started walking upright. And we walked. A companion blocked the way. Say hi. Directly over the edge of the high voltage line. Don't worry. Protected by a safety rod. Foolproof. The area where narrow roads meet. Only Tesla cooperation. Only then can the universe move. A comprehensive overhaul is carried out here every year. It's a job that can't be done on the ground, only in person, to detect the slightest hidden dangers. The average person walks 8 kilometers at an altitude each time. At most, more than 100 people can travel through the sky at the same time. Yuyu used to be ravaged by wind and sun. The land is barren. Some people assert that this place is unfit for human habitation. but the unwilling Yu but plans to turn the desert into an oasis. From planting the first tree to today, exactly the past 70 years, relay with the people. Forest coverage increased from less than 0.3% to 54%. To remember history, another encounter specially left barren slope. But the surrounding forest does not want to see the former desolation. And humidity is increasing. Grass seeds spread naturally with the wind. The barren slope is covered with grain. Final journey. We go to visit the past and the future. The super wooden tower is Ma Yan's paradise. The temple is suspended in the air. The Great Chang is hidden in the mountains. Taiyuan is experiencing a new life. Every spring, Ma Yan will come back. The moths on ancient wooden towers are their food. Familiar, tasted for almost 1,000 years. The craftsman who built the tower took 140 years to create the tallest surviving ancient building block. It's 20 stories taller than today. Yingshiyan wooden tower will not fall for thousands of years. It's because the craftsman left a lot of traps. The top 10 meters high metal tower break, connect by chance, form a metal defense net, prevent lightning from entering the tower. Every bucket arch, at least 50 pieces are spliced together in mortise and tenon. And the whole wooden tower has 100,000 pieces that engage each other. Gaps of different thicknesses can absorb various external forces. Earthquakes have occurred more than 40 times. The wooden tower dissolves calmly every time. Hanging Temple is petite, but climbed to a cliff about 50 meters high, suddenly became taller. Walking high in the sky, there was fear. Someone strutting. Maybe they know there's a safety pillar underfoot. But these columns are an illusion. Really hold up the Hanging Temple. It's a low-key beam above the columns. More than 10 meters long. To bear the weight, hide most of your body in the mountains. With 27 beams worth trusting, the craftsmen finally dared to build on the cliff. 41 large and small houses. The imagination of Chinese craftsmen hides the Hanging Temple in the air. This is the highest point of the North China Plain. Mountains that rose more than 2 billion years ago, after a long geological evolution, and that leaves us with 5 gentle peaks. People call it Mount Wutang. A secluded ancient temple at the foot of the mountain. It is one of the oldest surviving wooden buildings in China. Due to the particularly large bucket arch of Tang-style architecture, bucket arch in the East Hall, it is nearly 1 meter longer than the Hall of Supreme Harmony in the Forbidden City. plain facade. It can also support nearly 4 meters of super eaves. Climb along the ridge. You see a much wider roof. A low, key building. Hidden in every detail is the atmosphere of the Tang dynasty. Heavy snow obscures modern traces. From the Tang dynasty to the present, in Mount Wuchai, you can find classic buildings from every dynasty. Over 1,000 years, condensed in this cool world. Over 400 years ago, Yangzhou Temple twin pagodas completed. After looking at the earth for more than 300 years, the twin towers saw some friends who look similar. It's just that they are round and angular. Huge underground coal reserves let Shanxi become an important industrial and energy base in China. The chimney is like an old friend of the Taiyuan people. We work together, we live together. But old friends also inevitably bring pollution. Finally, the Taiyuan people embarked on their own path to rebirth. This city, it is possible to remove 11,663 black chimneys in 1 year. More and more high-polluting and energy-consuming industries. Farewell to Taiyuan. At the same time, the once-dead Fan River has been treated, restored the clarity of the past. A 30-kilometer park was built along the river, and it's growing every year. Green goes on and on. Some buildings full of design, with the concept of low carbon, environmental protection, and energy conservation. It is becoming a new landmark of the city. Beyond the mountains and rivers, the ancients used this sentence to describe Shanxi. This mountain and river, it has the majesty of Taihang Mountain, the galloping of the Yellow River, the thickness of the lowest plateau. It has the most ancient buildings in China, today's ancient land. Also from modern China, a steady stream of energy and power.